Welcome everybody to the Onward VRML Blaze versus SEAL Team Bravo match. It's a nice Thursday night. Good night for, you know, killing your friendly competitors. I'm your host, Triple Nipple, and my co-caster, ctrl.flirt.del. And we're excited. I'm excited. I don't know about you. I'm excited.
Yeah, totally. That's why I wanted to pick this up. Blaze, always fun. SEAL Team Bravo. They came on, I think, last season, but of a team of veterans, so I think it should be a good fight.
Yeah, and I think SEAL Team Bravo's roster has changed a bit. Let me take a look at the page real quick. Their roster currently is Raz, Drunk Drummer, Diesel, Hondo VR, Stay Calm, and The Sickness VR. So I think I only have 2 or 3 people from the original team from last season, and then they picked up a couple new ones, a couple also veterans. Everyone on the team is a veteran. And then on the Blaze side, of course, we have Noman, Cryo, Prefontaine, Verds, Batman, Silent Knight, Squigookin, and Zero. So they've had that lineup. I think they had it all through last season. So pretty well seasoned players all the way around, and they play very well together. Let's see, have these teams played each other before? Looks like they played each other once last season, and it went the way of Blaze, but it was 5-9. It was a pretty close matchup. I mean, 9's like almost the lowest score you can get to win. All right, you can win with 8 points. You get 2 maps. So, I mean, let's see, it went Subway to Blaze, 4 points. Suburbia to Blaze, 1-5. And Quarantine to SEAL Team Bravo, 4-0. So, yeah, I mean, I think these teams have only gotten better, right? No one's gone downhill since last season. All the teams have gotten better. So it should be a really good matchup. We are starting off. Map number 1 is going to be... I'm not going to tell you because I got to tell you the bans first. The bans are... Blaze is banning Downfall. And SEAL Team Bravo is banning Suburbia.
Oh. Okay.
I think that's just based on that Suburbia loss they had last season. I mean, honestly... 1-5, I wouldn't want to play him again on that map. But then we go on to map number 1, which is Tanker. One of my favorites. What about you?
Oh, I love Tinker. I like all of them.
Do you love Tanker or do you love Tanker? That's the real question.
I love Tinker. But I love you, so take it for what it's worth.
Yeah, it's not really saying much. Do you pass it notes in class? That's how you know it's legit.
Yeah. I'm hoping Tinker asks me out to the...
Well, we've got everyone in the lobby, so I think we're ready to go. We tell the teams if they're waiting on us. I don't think they are. I think these teams do whatever they want. All right, so the lineups for today, starting lineups at least, are Zero, Silent Knight, Prefontaine, Squigookin, and Verds on the Blaze side, and Hondo VR, The Sickness VR, Diesel, Drunk Drummer, and Raz on the SEAL Team Bravo side. Who's your money on tonight? What do you think? Or just this map? Just pick the map.
Well, I think that, Blaze picked it, and I think they have some shield players who are comfy. I think they really like this map, so I may give the favor to Blaze, but that's because you're making me. Because
I mean, I know I've played...
Oh, you know what? No, SEAL Team Bravo has The Sickness, so he's a new pickup. Obviously not new to the league, but he is, you know, he benefits from maps that are smaller, right, for those quick caps, or cap attempts.
See, I think both teams do. I mean, we've played both these teams, and fast caps and those aggressive, like, Round one, we're gonna get in your head. We're gonna rush out. We're gonna try and take this cap, and they both do it, and they're both very quick at it. So I want to say we're gonna see a lot of caps. You know, I'm happy watching caps. Caps are awesome when they happen.
Yeah, totally. That's what I'm always after.
I mean, it makes the game shorter to watch, but like just watching people do it on cap and under pressure, it's just so much fun. And
Especially when they do it so well.
Yeah, and we're not gonna wait anymore to see if there are caps. We're gonna hop into round one on map one. We are in the lower cargo hold objective, and yeah, let's kick it off. Blaze already memorizing those codes.
You're not even a capper. You suck.
Well, team camaraderie there, telling Verts he can't cap.
Yeah, SEAL Team Bravo with their C4 set in position. Already got the call out.
Verts apparently went the wrong way off the bat and is now rotating back to meet his team. Diesel is checking that southern approach, that south hallway. Now, one thing that is worth noting, there are footsteps can be heard through the levels on Tanker, which kind of makes it a little confusing. You hear people running around or running up on you, and then you peek the corner and they're not actually there.
I see nothing south, so
SEAL Team Bravo's defense here, though, very stacked on the objective, not leaving that cargo hold, which allows all of Blaze to really set up. I mean, there's 4 ways into this objective, and Blaze is going to have every single one of them covered, it looks like. They've got 2 around the backside. They've got 2 in the north hallway, ready to split into the middle hallway as well. And then they've got Squigukin, who's just, I believe he's sitting up there. I think I've been killed by him once or twice. He's waiting for a flanker. And he'll wait.
Yeah. But SEAL Team Bravo is holding it tight down here.
Here comes Silent with a smoke. Verts with a shield. Another smoke. Another smoke. That's 3. They're trying to cause panic. Hondo comes around shooting. Drummer with the C4. Catches 2. And a nade to finish them off. Beautiful, beautiful play there. Fontaine now waiting for someone to rotate. Sickness walks right into it, but it's a trade. Zero finds 1. Zero's on the objective. He's tablet out behind the barrels.
God.
And that's what I'm talking about. Those fast caps right there. Trying to get in there. Didn't make it that time. SEAL Team Bravo taking the first point. Take a look at that replay real quick before we switch over to the scoreboard. The C4 play by Drunk Drummer here. Beautifully executed. The gunshots to distract them. The C4 goes off. Confirmation frag goes out. It's just solid teamwork.
Yeah, they played it really tight underneath, which you kind of have to just because of so many entrances.
I think that is the tightest defense I've seen on that objective in a long time.
In the league?
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of people like to get out of there. They feel boxed in, I guess. I don't know.
But yes, I think Zero was on for what, 2 seconds?
He was trying, man. He was trying.
He's a fast capper, so.
He is. I mean, he's probably like halfway through at that point. And I think it's funny that I forget who killed him, but they looked at their tablet and they were like, wait, is that a friendly?
Yeah. Well, what could they have done? I think they all got into position at the same time. I think the defense was just really tight on that one.
It seemed to
Not
me
as much chaos.
that SEAL Team Bravo really had watched their game tape, because that rear approach with a shield is like textbook Blaze. And having that C4 there, I'm not sure where it was planted. I know it was just above them, but I mean, having it there and them not finding it, it was just beautiful. I love some C4 kills. Are we going to see another C4 kill on round number 2? I'm in some random hallway. There we go.
And Sickness is rocking the shield, so maybe be doing the same thing. Sure that he's gonna be going for that cap.
Sending 3 down the north side hallway. Pushing up with that shield.
He's there. On the crack on the left of the stairs, you can hit him in the legs.
Call outs from Sickness and Raz with the shots. Beautiful, beautiful team play.
Oh.
Sickness pushing up with no stops on this train. Bounced the grenade off the wall. Didn't make it in where he wanted it to go. Now it looks like Drunk is going to go around the backside and come in from the superstructure. Sickness is pushing on the north side hallway. He's right there at the door. No one's actually looking at it.
Well, Prefontaine hears it, so he's backing up a little bit, but...
The smokes are rolling out.
Birds being birds. Running out.
That grenade hits Verds in the foot, but doesn't kill him, apparently. Had to heal. Hondo in the smoke. Sickness trying to readjust those smoke grenades with the shield. Oh no, Silent melted himself. What is happening? Verds downs Verds. Wow. I don't even know what happened. Here, let's take a look real quick. Let's see what we see. Let's see if the replay can explain what happened.
Rip.
Wow. I think there was a bad toss. There was a bad molly, and then I think there was a bad frag that came out and caught some of Blaze. I'm not 100% sure. It all happened so fast.
Yeah, it is quite chaotic from all of that, but SEAL Team Bravo, they stayed pretty calm in that first round and were on point for this approach. So it was a skilled approach, even with the accidents on Blaze's side.
Alrighty. I'm told that you are too quiet, which is never something that I've actually been told about you. So we're gonna turn you up a little bit.
Hello.
We'll see how chat likes that.
What do you wait? I'm not loud.
SEAL Team Bravo, 2 points to 0. Just pulling away.
Yeah. They are making me eat my words. I'm just gonna go with whoever picked the map, so... Blaze can come back, though. There's no doubt that they can, for sure. Probably be looking to just get a cap on this one just to catch up. They're just gonna go right above.
Yeah, this one, I think that they're gonna be able to... Well, they're gonna try. For sure. I mean... I don't think there's an objective on here that Blaze doesn't like to fast cap.
Oh, sure. Anywhere. They'll do it on downfall, they have to.
Free fire from Raz onto that top left container.
Oh,
SEAL Team Bravo getting
Birds-
pushy on their defense. Drunk Drummer and Sickness both past midpoint.
I thought I saw C4 down where Verds is, but that's not.
Again, a Blaze textbook tactic. Silent and Verds going around behind. Raz, however, is ready for them. I mean, well, I guess he's not waiting. I thought he was, but he's not. Sickness coming around looking for a kill. Takes a few shots. Frags raining in. Sickness getting pushy on that defense. SEAL Team Bravo is down 1. Shots from Verds on the backside now. They're pushing up. They pinched Raz. Silent finds him, or no, Verds found him. Silent pushed him. Hondo finds Silent with the tar, though.
And Zero gets sickness.
Diesel is pushing Verge. I think they flashed him. Rushed him. They realize the last two alive. The panic sets in, but Zero has not made it up to the objective yet. However, Hondo does have to run around like a madman, and that flash did catch him, but Diesel saved him. Hondo goes down to Squigookin. Now it's a 2-on-1. Diesel, can he hold this objective?
Oh. Yeah, the smokes are not advantageous to Squiggy. Oh.
Prefontaine takes the shots. Blaze take their first point.
That is one of the objectives that you can panic as the last person. But there wasn't a lot of smokes on that one. Still a good push. I want to see a cap.
I know, I definitely thought there'd be a cap already. But Blaze showing that they're no pushovers. They don't fold under pressure, and they know how to take an offensive round.
I wonder if they're going to be a pushy on top where there's a little bit more room to roam.
Well, we saw CO Team Bravo get pushy there, and they got picked off. Their front two men got caught in the crossfire, I think is what happened. I didn't see the first one go down, and then Sickness pushed up after his teammate died to continue, which I don't know if that's the right call if you're solo and have unknown number of attackers in front of you on the top deck. There's just so many angles that you have to watch.
Maybe lots of smokes coming out on this one. No, SEAL Team Bravo has been really controlled.
I think they're a very strategic planning kind of team.
We're gonna ride the momentum of this.
Silent with the words of encouragement. That's right, the call out, no caps. You don't want caps. Birds opting to take that same aggressive position that Sickness took. Squiggy finds Raz.
Looks like a trade. I need that red room.
Was not a trade. Sickness call out is incorrect, and the kill count is off. Looting the body, getting a rifle.
We need these smokes at one.
Good play from the shield. Silent now downstairs. It looks like he's gonna flank Sickness right here. He's waiting, he's waiting.
One on the left here.
I must commend Birds for holding himself back.
Placing a smoke downstairs so it shoots up through the deck right under the objective. Diesel finds Verds. Prefontaine finds Diesel. Shots ringing out underneath. Grenades rolling in on top. Drunk Drummer finds Prefontaine. Now Squigookin's on the objective watching the south side. While two members pushing up. Hondo and Silent trade. Downs. Drunk Drummer finds Squigookin. Now it's all up to 0. And he goes down to Drunk Drummer, and SEAL Team Bravo.
Wow.
They're just rolling.
Yeah. It's like they're being very zen versus Blaze's chaos.
Yeah, Blaze is chaos. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good lineup. They have, you know, the usual guys. Maybe they just need a little bit of a warm-up map. But I gotta say though, SEAL Team Bravo, they're playing very well. They're moving together very well.
They are. Yeah. Their planning seems to be very on point. Their communication is good. They're calm. They're not even, I mean, when you hear them making call outs, they're not stressing, they're not yelling. But yeah, they seem very zen. I think that's the best way to describe it.
Yeah, I feel like they
it.
meditated or something, or they did some feng shui in their tents.
Now, if any objective was gonna get fast capped by Blaze, this is gonna be it.
Yes. This is their moment.
If they had one shot, one opportunity
Oh no.
to seize
Stop.
everything you ever wanted.
No, go for it. Keep going. I'm in it for the ride.
Would you cap it
Definitely agree.
or go for kills?
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe I should play
Round number
That doesn't
5.
even rhyme.
It doesn't have to rhyme.
It should rhyme. Up.
Defense getting very pushy. Oh, Sickness and Drummer getting stuck on each other. Not really sure what that was. Drummer runs back towards the objective, tries to throw a smoke off of objective and fails. Sickness does find one, but Prefontaine comes around the corner and they double kill him. Now Drunk Drummer rushes him.
Oh wow! Wow!
Whoa, long shots from Raz on the top, pick off 2. Hondo with a nade gets another, and now it's all up to Squigukin against 2 members of SEAL Team Bravo. Not necessarily bad odds, as these guys have to run around this objective to make sure the cap's not happening. But he's got to shoot and then rotate very quickly, otherwise he's going to be found out. Oh, and he misses Raz!
Oh.
Raz sees him!
Wow!
SEAL
There's some
Team
cheers, I
Bravo,
think.
very happy
Yeah.
about that.
Slightly.
I mean, that was
Slightly happy.
those were great plays. That was solid. We're what, like 30 minutes in, and we finished map 1. I mean, those were solid plays.
Yeah, well, 30 minutes in is not unheard of when it's Blaze, but it's usually them cleaning house. So I gotta hand it. I mean, that's the thing is SEAL Team Bravo. It's not like this is an even matchup, you know. So SEAL Team Bravo is playing well. They're just, yeah, they did some yoga before.
Does yoga help with Onward? I
was just
don't
running
know
out of
these
Zen things. I don't.
Some goat yoga, maybe.
Yeah, Zen Tangle. I don't know. I'm just imagining what they do to get ready.
See, my secret is if I got to go out and ride the motorcycle that day, I'm in a much better mood when I play. I'm not sure if that makes
Fair
me
enough.
better or worse. I mean, normally, actually, when I'm tense, I'm better. So, you know.
Yeah, I'm not like superstitious, but for game stuff, I am. Like, you know, you gotta do a little bit of your rituals.
So you've been
or
wearing
something.
the same underwear for all of season 9, right? That's what I heard. It's your lucky underwear.
Yep. How did you? Oh, man. Well, I have a lucky onesie, completely covered hoodie, PJ now. So.
Onesies are good. You should get Onward onesies. Downpour.
That's what I'm wearing.
Get on top of that. Get me some Onward onesies.
But I think Blaze is gonna keep their spirits up. They usually still do. I can take this back.
Yeah, they've still got 2 more maps. I mean, map 1's just a warm-up round.
Yeah, like I said.
That's why we played best 2 out of 3.
And there are a lot of games this weekend as well. I think a lot of people are playing tomorrow, and luckily we will have some cast of SMC. This guy I know plays on it.
Yeah, they're not that great though.
They're okay.
Speaking of okay, yeah, that's a terrible segue. We're hopping into round number 1 on map number 2, which is Bazaar. Going for the west objective. What do you call this objective? Is it just west objective? Is there like a west
the Waffle
courtyard?
House.
The Waffle House?
Yes.
And I love Waffle House.
Yeah. Mullah's here.
Pretty standard defense set up there by Blaze. One is flanking into the backside of the Kiat. If you look at the overhead, 2 members of SEAL Team Bravo on the south side of the Bazaar. 1 flanking on the far south and 2 in the north.
You see, they're moving really well together, SEAL Team. They're sending the 2-2-1 in pairs and waiting and scouting. Although Prefontaine's going to throw them off. I think he's going to see Diesel.
Not sure. He's looking south. I'm not sure if he's looking for Diesel to make that cross or not. Plus, he's also going to be hearing people come up behind him, so he's going to have to divert his attention on the north side there. But the SEAL Team Bravo, besides the grouping together very well, they're maintaining pace very well. They're all slowly creeping across the map.
Together, just holding different angles, the right angles. I wonder if Prefontaine in the back here hears Raz approaching.
Free fire from Drunk Drummer on the western market. Prefontaine finds Hondo on the north side of the Kiat. You can definitely hear he's being chased. The call-outs come out. Ooh.
1.
Diesel finds 0 in the kill box.
Oh.
What's happening over here on the north side?
Yeah, I thought he gave a wrong call out, but then corrected it.
Raz catches Pre as he makes the rotation back to the objective. SEAL Team Bravo up 4-3. Smoke's rolling in now from the south side. Gonna pull a little bit of attention away from these north crossers. Sickness and Diesel pretty exposed actually coming across the street here. That smoke not landing where they want. Silent looking through the cracks there in the stalls. Diesel finds Verds and starts going for the objective. Squigookin standing right there. I'm pretty sure there's a live nade sitting there. Squigookin finds another. No, I don't think he got that grenade pin pull off. Silent finds Drunk Drummer, and now there's just 1 left. North wall.
Yeah, one might be north.
Look at that replay again. I think he was trying to throw something, but Squigookin with a nice double. Now it's Raz all alone. He only has 2 to deal with, though. Not bad odds. It's better to be 1v anything on offense than 1v anything on defense. Because if you're the last guy standing and there's more of them than you, you're going to have a hard time making sure they don't cap. But a pick from Raz evens those numbers out, and now it's just 1 Squigookin versus Raz. Oh, and he just barely makes the cross in, and he finds him through the window! Raz, very, very happy. Three kills for him, 2 kills for Diesel. He is technically on fire. I think that in NBA Jam on the old Super Nintendo, you were on fire and you hit 4 or 5. So, I mean, he's got a little ways to go. I'm sure all my old school gamers at home appreciate my throwbacks.
Well, it's not that I can't see the game. I was just knocked out of the lobby.
Oh no.
So I believe you that Raz was enthused. I can hear his enthusiasm in my ear right now.
That nice southern accent on it.
Of course, Raz.
But SEAL Team Bravo now ahead overall 5-1 in the points. I think that means there have been, let's see, 1, 2, 3 unanswered points in a row. I think that's right. Math is hard. Round 2. Got SEAL Team Bravo on the defense. Blaze spawning in the southeast corner, quadrant, whatever you want to call it. And let's take a look as they all scatter. What do you think? A very tight defense like they've been doing, or you think you're going to see some aggression from SEAL Team Bravo here?
Yeah, you know, maybe if when they're a little safer in points, because they did that on Tinker when they were, you know, they had a little bit of room to play.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty standard defense there, real tight. And then on the Blaze side, you've got 2 in the 2-story, 2 in the southwest corner, and 1 all by himself making a run around the north side of the kiosk. It looks like is where he's going to go. Let's hop down onto 0 here. He's looking through a kill room, trying to find anybody. It doesn't look like SEAL Team Bravo is going to be peeking anything. Now Squigookin is peeking the bazaar all by his lonesome. Who on your team is the person that you say, okay, you get to go solo? Who's that person?
It used to be Pink when we played together. Matt. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know who it is on SMC. I don't really run a 2-2-1 split.
We always go in 5s and tightly packed. As if there's a rope around us. So that's what we do.
It's a good way to go. I mean, one guy can't kill 5 people, right?
Or can they? Look at that smoke right here.
Smokes are landing pretty well. Zero's pretty close to the cross. Sickness is just waiting, biding his time, though. He's definitely going to hear Zero and Birds here. C4 comes out and catches Zero.
Wow. And that's what he was waiting for.
And Birds gets picked between 2 of them. He gets a double kill. Silent takes down Sickness. Drunk Drummer cleans up. Oh, almost a team kill. Hondo puts a couple shots onto Drunk Drummer. And the last member of Blaze is Squigookin, the one that was all alone in the north. Let's take a look at that replay. If I caught that C4 and the nice double. C4 was right there. The res almost happens, but he gets pinched by 2. And then a firefight erupts in the streets.
Yeah, they're gonna get the revive here.
Squigookin's gonna shoot Hondo as he walks out the door. He doesn't know he's the last man standing. He's calling out kills still.
Oh well, maybe his teammate
Diesel's
is
gonna
down.
see him. Diesel's gonna see him in the back. SEAL Team Bravo with another point.
Yeah, that was a good tight defense. They are definitely showing their patience, which can pay off as they're showing here. I think with Blaze, where it may have fallen apart was was sickness, because you said he was just waiting and maybe he had the clacker or gave the call out for it, but he was patiently waiting and didn't go off early, and then they caught Birds on the revive.
And I wonder if that was a C4 play where he just sat there and clicked his radio for, I think it was Drunk, to throw the C4 out of the blue room, because that is some 200 IQ play right there if that's what it was. I mean, you're not listening for someone to be right up on you. You're listening for someone to go past you and out to where someone else can kill them before. Like, that's pure teamwork.
Yeah, good communication. I think it was who was down, Diesel or Drummer?
Diesel was the one that got rezzed at the end.
Diesel.
There, yes.
Yeah, he was giving constant call outs while down, and it didn't, I don't think Squigoogan heard him, but yeah, he was constantly talking. They're really on point with their communication today.
Communication is what gets kills. I mean, there's a little skill involved, but,
Skill.
overall,
Tell me about this.
if you know where the enemy is, you can kill the enemy. You don't know where the enemy is, you can't kill him. It's that simple.
Oh.
Onward 101. I'm gonna take over Theta's channel, and we're just gonna that's the whole video right there.
You have to do it in Theta's classic voice.
I cannot do Theta's monotone.
Well, then you can't do Theta.
I want to start shooting at you.
Blaze spreading out. Look at the overhead map here. Their defense all south, but very spread out. And I think there's too much gap. I think the problem with this defense is that if one of them gets picked, no one else has a line onto that guy's position. Oh, and a cross from Squigookin.
Absolutely. Completely agree. And SEAL Team Bravo, they are sticking to their 2-2-1, where they are able to communicate on certain ends. And you're right, I think Blaze is just really spread out.
Diesel goes down to the Birds. Now Honda's looking for the kill. Honda. Free Fire comes out. Raz
One more here for East.
finds 0. In the far west side. Raz is all the way over there. Now the west is open, so the two defenders on objective are having to look both ways. Pri is watching the middle bazaar. Silence watching the west, and the last defender is rotating back from the far east. And I think
Birds retreated.
I think what SEAL Team Bravo is doing here is that they're letting Blaze hang themselves. They're playing slower. Drunk Drummer finds Prefontaine with a nice headshot from the west alleyway, killbox alleyway. But as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by gunshots.
How dare.
I think that they're playing slower than a normal team. Silent finds Raz on the cross. The smoke's not good enough. And that's letting Blaze think that they can rush out. Like you saw Squigoogan rush across to the scaffolding there.
Scaffold?
And I think that's because in his head, they got over there to the east side and didn't see anybody, so therefore it's not an east approach. And so SEAL Team Bravo was just slightly behind regular time, and that caused Blaze to rotate based off of that information. They're just used to teams coming at them. It looks like the cross is going to be in the west here. Smoke's coming out again. That one, oh, that's such a good placement. It hit the wall and shot back across the street, but it doesn't really cover the window, unfortunately. Drunk Drummer finds another, though. Nice shots.
And they regrouped, right? Because Hondo had to rotate all the way from the east. So, regrouped, so they can back each other up.
Birds gets the res off. Silent back up in the window.
Oh.
Doesn't know that they made the cross, I don't think.
Oh, the smoke was probably blocking the angle if he was downed. Oh no, it wouldn't have.
Or what Silent was shooting at there.
Maybe confirming. I don't know.
Hondo looking
don't shoot
over
random
drunk
things?
drummers. I shoot random things all the time. Those fans on Bazaar look like people. Ooh, Silent catches the back end of Drunk. Hondo peeks the corner trying to get the kill. Comes around the corner and Verds is waiting for him. Blaze, take your point back.
Aww.
We got our
birds.
point. Overall, the score is still leaning heavily in the SEAL Team Bravo direction. I mean, 2-6 so far.
Yeah, I think Blaze is going to have to be a bit more restrained and hold back, and I think they can anticipate now though that SEAL Team Bravo is going to be holding tight.
I mean, I feel like they're a good team that can adapt, but I also feel like they only have one play style. So I don't know if that's really the case. I mean, they're just a pushy, aggressive team.
And pushy, aggressive people.
And sometimes,
That's what happens.
you know, okay, so let's break it down. We're gonna break it down
They're
here.
the
So if
opposite.
you killed Zero, we're just gonna use Zero here because he's their capper. You killed Zero 3 times while he was going for cap attempts. You would not expect him to continue to go for cap attempts, would you?
No, I think he always is.
See,
think
that
that's
is,
what he's gonna do.
it's all mind games. Onward is
It is.
90% mind games, 10% shooty shoot.
I don't know how to do those. Someone teach me. How do I do mind games? And I was speaking a little low because I thought I was being too loud over Trip, but I realized that's impossible. So
No one can be louder than me.
that is correct. I don't want to get into
Round
Blaze here.
number 4.
Silent making threats to nerds in a loving way.
Yeah, they're smoking for a cross.
Yeah, calling out the smokes for SEAL Team for the cross, so they're anticipating that.
Yeah, but
they
that smoke's
haven't.
right in the middle. That's a weird place to throw. Like, what cross are you covering for that?
Maybe they're just throwing them off. Mind games.
Sickness is pushed up. He made it all the way to the scaffold now.
Ah. And that he got there, but Squigookin couldn't, or didn't. They had the same spawn, didn't they?
They did, I believe. Can you see Sickness? There's nowhere to peek over there. No, there's not. Smoke's coming out from the east. Sickness now turning his gaze that way. Diesel finds Squigookin on the east side, west side. Directions are hard. Math is harder. The game's not easy for me, okay?
That's why he's the
it's
captain.
a daily struggle.
And a caster.
I don't think I've made a call out yet where I haven't corrected east and west. Birds finds Sickness. He's waiting for him. Well, confirmation shots from the tank there. I think that's Prefontaine. Callouts from Drunk.
Yeah, and I think whoever here is on the south. Oh, no. I thought they had already crossed. Oh, they're just at tank.
More smoke's coming out. Ooh, laser. Zero makes the cross in front of Silent. I think that stopped Silent from taking out Drunk Drummer.
West side of kiosk.
And Diesel's getting aggressive using.
Bird's running in, takes a C4 to the face.
Ow. Who is holding that clacker? They are on fire with that C4.
Raz had that one. Now it's Silent over here. Diesel looking for him through the fence, but Silent with a headshot. Three on two. Silent on the kill box side. Through the window for anybody in the two-story. Not going to find anyone there. Prefontaine slowly creeping up from the hotel souvenir shop. He needs to not make any noise. If he doesn't make any noise, he can sneak up on Raz and get in that blue room. But that's also a pretty tough approach because if Drunk looks this way, I think he can see him. He's looking for Drunk Drummer right now. He's looking for that objective man.
Well, they're going to have to do some quiet comms between the two of them so that they can, I don't know, divert attention while the other goes for whichever. Prefontaine being very quiet.
If Pre makes it into this doorway without Drunk seeing him, he should have the drop on Raz. But he takes the shots on the Drunk. Good calls. Silence going to use that information and try and make the cross. Pre is using that body as bait, it looks like.
Yeah.
I think he was actually waiting for I think he was waiting for Raz to come out of the blue room. He was expecting someone to rush out and try and get that refrag. Ooh, missed the confirmation. A frag comes out a little too far. A little too much sauce on that one.
Oh. The shots on
Free comes around the corner, calls out Raz, doesn't get the kill. The res comes out, and now it's all up to Silent. Silent gets the backside of one. Honda comes around the corner, firing. Silent is not in a good position here. He doesn't really have anywhere to go. There's no escape out of this building. He's just got to try and outsmart them by peeking. If he goes out the street side, he's totally exposed. If he goes out the south side, he has to run across Raz's line of fire from Blue Room. He does have a great angle now. He came up on that back balcony, and he's got a great angle on the Blue Room. So stressful.
I know. Shh.
And through the pallets is watching that Blue Room. Ooh, weird call out from Raz. Silent not able to find the kill, and SEAL Team Bravo go up a third point.
Yeah, Raz taking the left side of the entrance really was beneficial. I mean, he was peeking and baiting, but there was no way that Silent could have beat him to that angle.
Yeah, and he had the objective covered, which is all that matters. He could see the cross from where Silent last was to the objective, and his other man had the other angle covered. So, yeah, it was a pretty solid two-man defense right there.
Well, we're on to the third objective, and I think this is not one you want to be on defense when you're behind.
And Raz is on fire now, as he said. He's 7-1 right now, doing really well. And Zero living up to his namesake, 0-4.
Hey!
I love Zero.
He's a capper. That's what he's there to do.
Yes, this is the Kiat General Trading Store. If you aren't aware of where the name came from, some call it North 2 Story, but I mean, let's be honest, there's 4 stories.
Ooh, who calls it that?
I don't know.
In the chat, what do you call it? And how do you pronounce it? We're pretty split on Kiat and Kayat.
And then there's danglers who have their own callouts that we can't say.
Oh, I have those too.
Round number 5. I mean, SEAL Team Bravo don't have to go for the cap here, so it's kind of one of those objectives where you can force the enemy to rotate. If you start picking them off, they have to panic.
Yeah, and they have room to play. They've taken a map. They are up by 2, and yeah, on this objective, it's so capable. They
northeast.
tend to go for it.
He's behind the
Finish off strong.
Northeast, between the building and the barrel.
Early shots from Hondo calling out Prefontaine's position, and Prefontaine now trapped. Throws some smokes out to try and cover his cross, but he's does make it away just barely, as he was being flanked on the east side. He finds Raz with a beautiful headshot. Prefontaine and Hondo trade. But Hondo is just down.
Yeah, really call out.
Birds finds Diesel. This is a weird approach. I've never seen this approach.
Yeah.
I mean, normally you either see a strong eastern approach or you see them flank around the south side. Speaking of flanking around the south side, look at the overhead. We've got one Blaze member in the southwest quadrant coming around now. That's Squigookin over there.
Nice.
Sickness looking for Zero.
Him.
Finds him in the middle. Sickness
Oh,
popping smokes now. It looks like he's going to try and just prone cap.
Yeah, and he's a fast capper.
He's got 2 smokes out, and he's just crawling with the smokes now.
Oh.
Squigookin trapped in the south objective building. Sickness
Oh,
drops his
no.
smoke, moves up in
There
it,
they
is
go.
going to drop
It's
a second
moving.
one.
They should know.
He's sitting
There's
in
no
it.
one.
This is a cap.
There's no one there.
This is a cap.
There's no one.
Birds
They're not
can't
even
see
calling
the
out.
smoke.
Oh, my
It's
goodness.
over. SEAL Team Bravo. Let's watch that one more time.
I told you.
We don't see those caps very often. Oh, that's not the right replay. Try one more time.
Yes. SEAL Team Bravo going for the cap. That's definitely what
Dang.
I love to see. People going for it. I mean, it's not that big of a gamble. They are already ahead, and this way they can finish out strong and distance themselves from any points from Blaze. But I think what Blaze is a total score of 2.
Yeah, overall right now it's 9-2. And it looks like they're just gonna, stop the bleeding, get in, get it over with. We're gonna go to Cargo for map number 3. Now, if Blaze doesn't get a cap on this one, I'm gonna be really upset, because they can, at this point, they could just go for caps over and over and over. Try and get back some of those MMR points.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're really good on here, so I'm not surprised. I'm actually surprised it wasn't banned. But who knows? SEAL Team Bravo, they have their own cappers and tents, but they really they just move so well. They've played very, very well today. Even though it's veteran players, but it's newly formed, and they're doing pretty good.
Now, was this a challenge match or was this the actual match? This was the actual match. Yes. I think that SEAL Team Bravo also has a challenge this week that they picked up. Take a look real quick. See if that one's being casted. I'm kind of curious who they're playing against. They got a challenge. Oh, they have a challenge. I'm casting that one. They got a challenge with Animal House, which should be another great game. I mean, playstyle wise, all three of these teams are pretty close. That's on Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Lots of good games. I think.
Tons of good games, and don't forget to use that voting feature so we know which games you want to see. Doesn't necessarily mean we'll pick it. We kind of base it around our time, but I try and work it in. If someone like really wants to see a match, I try and work it in.
It's got to be more than 8 because I'm just getting your team to vote.
That's true.
Definitely, and use the connoisseurs. I think who was favored? I think Blaze. Was it?
I'm not sure.
I will look.
Here we go. Smoke's coming out early from Blaze. SEAL Team Bravo knowing that they got to get rid of him, throwing him away. Nice C4 there from Diesel on the tunnel exit. The Smoke's just coming back. They just threw him back and threw him back again. Now, a really high flash coming out. Not going to catch anything there. That flash might have caught something. Zero takes down Diesel, but Diesel gets him with the C4 before he dies.
What is...
Another C4 goes off. I think they were kind of panicking, right? Oh,
yeah.
That nade! Oh, man, that nade just not cooked enough. Zero comes around, finds Sickness. Drunk Drummer finds Prefontaine. Squiggy's on objective. First comes around the corner, takes down Hondo. Squigookin is in the objective room. Finds the final kill. Blaze take their point.
There we go. There we go, Blaze.
I really thought they were going to cap, but I guess Squigookin can't read, so that makes sense. Chat is telling us that they call it Market 2-Story or Market House, which I've never, ever
Stop
heard.
making stuff up.
Yeah, y'all are just typing stuff in chat at this point. Come on. Come on. These EU call-outs.
Stay out of this, Rob. Okay. I just played Rob in something. You think he's in Anarchy?
I am not sure. I know he used to be on Bro.
Yeah.
But,
well, shout out to everyone in the chat.
Except for Lou. He should be practicing.
Yeah, Lou. Oh, yeah, he's joined your team.
He's on a trial basis.
Your cats and Emlers or something. Dang MC. Cats. Oh, there you go. Dang M cats. You have a lot of cats and danglers,
We do. It's like 50-50-50. It's like man, bear, pig.
It's
Half man, half bear, half pig.
yeah, all the halves.
Yep.
Math is good.
Makes a whole. Checks out. All right. Blaze on the defense. Pushy or not pushy? What do you think?
Pushy. I mean, what do they gotta lose? Well, MMR, sure.
I think it's going to be pushy. We're going to follow the Blaze offensive defense.
And we'll see if SEAL Team Bravo's gonna anticipate
Wow, is that where he meant to place that green?
What? Yes, they did hold back, waiting for that.
Prefontaine misses Sickness crossing left, but he does call the shield out. Now he's looking for Diesel on the right, doesn't find anybody. Takes some shots onto himself from Hondo. Pre's just waiting. Misses Diesel too. Verge takes down Raz on the back right. Drunk Drummer takes down Verge in a trade. In the tunnel, Diesel finds Prefontaine. The middle is cleared out. 3 on 3.5 and a half.
What a good view for these callouts here. the tunnel.
Silent in a good
Both
position.
sides.
Sickness is yelling out capping, trying to force a rotation. And now the reses are coming out. SEAL Team Bravo is going to be back to a 5-man squad.
Wow.
What's this last? Oh, there's 0. Yes, now all 5 are up.
That was a good smoke. Good smoke cover.
Squigookin outside this container. I don't understand his defensive positioning. He's just using the smoke, I guess.
Yeah.
Silent and Sickness. No, Silent takes down Sickness, and then Honda comes around and cleans him up. Diesel takes down 0.
Wow, that was gutsy. He was checking tablet out in the open right as the smokes were going away.
Squigookin running back to the objective. I think he saw Diesel. He finds Diesel. Oh, he's out of ammo. That's his last mag.
Oh.
He's slowly backing away. He is scared.
Room by me is clear. Room by me is clear.
That shield just flying away.
Good.
Squigookin going prone. Nope, didn't see him prone. Looks for Hondo, but gets picked by Raz. Now it's a 1-to-1. Looks like Blaze did have a drop. I wonder if we're gonna see Noman come in.
I have not heard my name being called out in a southern accent. I'm sad. Come on, Raz, give us a shout out. I am loving all of his like celebratory cheers.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you came into this thinking that it was going to be a not I was going to say a tough match. I mean, it is a tough match. Like you're not just rolling Blaze. But score-wise, you are. I mean, this is you've already won. Now everything you do is just to have some fun, keep those points up, and maybe try new things. You know, this is the chance to do whatever you think, hey, maybe this will work.
Yeah, looks like Blaze did have more votes for them. I don't know what would have changed the game for them. I mean, it's not like it's new players or anything. Maybe they need Cryo cell.
Cryo is a pretty good player.
Yeah. And a cool dude.
I think he channels the aggression. I think he's the guy that runs in and just starts shooting, and then Zero follows him and gets the cap while Cryo is just laying through people. And then Old Man Pre just follows up the rear.
Oh, you. Oh, Prefontaine's the nicest guy. Look at all these loving nicknames that Trip thinks he can make up. Come on, Trippy.
We're gonna make it stick. I wonder what kind of technical difficulties we are having here. I think we're gonna cut over. Oh, yep, there it is. See, you just threaten with the intermission, and they show up. Same lineup, everyone's back, so I guess the technical difficulties have been solved.
Alright, I'm sure Blaze is gonna go for it. 15 seconds. Cap this one.
But are they gonna cap from behind the door, They're gonna cap inside the gray container. Where are they gonna do it? Where can you cap from like
Prone
right
on the
here?
other side, and the middle defender is just
Cap from the south
container.
side.
yeah. I don't know.
Sure.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen Thursdays.
Anything can happen Thursdays.
That's a thing. That's real.
It's any day that ends in Y. Shots ringing out from Raz. Pre-firing those barrels on the left side. The push strong coming up on the right side here. Silent finds one. Hondo comes out, tries to get the refrag. Hondo finds Verds with a frag. Raz finds Silent Knight. Prefontaine's going for the res onto Verds. He missed.
I think.
Now he's going to look for his needle. There you go.
Oh.
There we go. Verds is up. This defense, I'm not a fan of two people in this open container.
Guy, copy that.
Oh, Diesel's gonna go down here. Didn't cover him well enough. Sickness finds Twiguken though. Prefontaine now all alone against Sickness. They're gonna peek each other. Prefontaine comes out ahead. Blaze takes their second point.
That was good. I mean, SEAL Team Bravo, I think maybe they didn't need to be aggressive at the end.
I don't think he realized that everyone else had gone down at that point because he had 4 up when he decided that they were gonna rush to the black boxes, and then everyone died. And I mean, what are you gonna do at that point? You can't cross back to the objective from the mid buildings. That's suicide. Just wrong place, wrong time.
Now, SEAL Team Bravo, they're gonna go for a cap?
I want to say yes, but I also think that they want as many points as they can get right now. I mean, taking down Blaze is going to be a nice MMR bump, and they're let's see, 4-10 right now, so they put a big gap in between the scores already. They can just keep taking points on cargo. I mean, they could end this with let's see, they get 4 more points if they really wanted to. It could be 14-4, 10-point difference.
I'm telling you, the Zen thing is working for SEAL Team Bravo because they can get rowdy as well. But they seem much more calm, even though they don't have Stay Calm on the roster right now. Or as I call him, Stay Firm. Good player. Drunk Drummer and I almost said Stay Firm again. Stay Calm. I think that they're both a bit newer. Not new, but newer as opposed to the other players on the team. But they're melding in very well.
And we're melding into round number 4.
Top Aerosmith to this team. You haven't gotten a single team kill this game, and that is horrible.
That's right, Zero. You are a big old goose egg right now.
Wow, look at those smokes. Right, oh, beautiful. Right on top. Look at that.
Prefontaine downs Drunk Drummer.
They trade.
A nade trade?
Oh,
Oh, that frag. Just a little short verse. Saw the back end of Sickness, I think, in the wall. Sickness crossing with the shield and the smoke. Raz watching his backside. The play here is very good. Diesel's gonna throw a flash right over top or frag right over top. What do you think? Zero finds 2. 3. There you go. That's how you get kills, Zero. It only took you 3 maps to figure it out. Watch that one again. That's not the right replay either. Man, my replay buffer.
Yeah,
And of course,
cheers.
Silent sacrifices himself to the Onward gods there at the end with the Molotov.
Still know how to have fun. Well, there you go, Zero.
So even if Blaze caps this next one, that's the most points they can get. That would make it 7-10. So not a blowout, but they definitely lost. They just lost less.
Now they're gonna go?
I mean, this is the
On
one
the
where,
south objective?
yeah, you don't have to go across the gap to do it. So if you just get smokes all up in there, I wonder. SEAL Team Bravo has been doing very well with their C4 placements, and I wonder if there's going to be.
I was gonna
C4.
say their utility use this game is like on fire. It's ablazing. I think they've gotten a hit with like almost all of their C4s. That one in cargo, I think it only down to 0. But yeah, they're getting great kills off of C4 and frags.
I don't know if there's ever such thing as a wasted C4, because even if they don't get a kill with it, it changes the attack. It slows them down. Or if they can't disable it, it forces them to go a different way. Here we go. Round 5. Smokes landing great, actually. Covering the whole cross.
Well, that's fun. Those are defensive smokes too.
There's a
so
C4 at the
they're-
end of the tunnel there.
Ooh, Drunk Drummer really pushing it in. He got himself in a really good position. Sickness too pushing out.
Can you see him? No, you can't see him on the back side of that door. Okay. Wasn't sure if there was a gap behind him. Sickness finds Verds. Sickness keeps peeking that corner. Now he's rotating away. Drunk Drummer finds Prefontaine. He wasn't ready. Wasn't. SEAL Team Bravo's defense looking really strong here. Oh,
Yeah.
that grenade!
Oh,
Oh,
man.
man.
And I gotta say, it was Hondo because he's been throwing really good smokes too. Not a full kill, but man, what a good attempt.
Hey, the replay worked. Look at that grenade. Sickness
Man,
is
SEAL
still in
Team
this
Bravo.
spot, and now he's pushing past them. Sickness and Silent just ran past each other
What's happening?
in the open. It's not like they were
my
covered. Sickness finds one.
Oh, and Silent is completely unaware. They're gonna get so caught off guard because SEAL Team Bravo is really pushed up very well with their defensive. Sickness is just behind them.
He's just
Like,
walking around the map like
I
it's
got
nobody's
you.
business.
Yeah.
Oh, but Drunk finds the kills from across the way there. Gets both of them.
yeah. I don't think that they were anticipating that someone made that cross to watch that half of the defensive smokes worked out perfectly for them and get themselves. Wow, they're just doing well. That was a really good defense. It was more aggressive than we've seen before, but still good. I mean, even Sickness was just hanging out behind them for a minute there. I thought he was Marslock for a second.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that he didn't actually get team killed when he came around that red container looking back at the north. I feel like, you know, a couple of misfires on the guy that was in between them and it would have been an easy team kill.
There have been no team kills. Accidental ones. And look at that, it's just 17 minutes past the hour on our third map. I had a 2-hour cast yesterday, so very different pace.
I think when we played Blaze, it was like an hour.
Yeah,
Total.
I remember.
That was great.
I think there are other good matchups tonight. Not playing on any of our channels, but just good matchups in general. And then tomorrow we do have the SMC game. I wonder how they'll do.
Eh.
Oh, Blaze.
Across here or here?
I'm going this way. 'Cause
So I run up the
you're not
tunnel.
exposed. You're not exposed the whole time going there. Over here, you're not exposed.
Not good
Good
smoke.
coverage. Good coverage.
Not
Yeah.
good smoke.
Okay, I'm changing.
Not good smokes at all.
Oh. Bree's going for it.
Silent still went for the cross on that yellow room. He's in there, but he was shot, I think.
Yeah, Sickness is right. Oh, they're just right next to each other. Pre and Sickness.
Prefontaine finds Hondo.
Oh.
Zero has no idea that Sickness is right here. Or he does, but he doesn't get the kill.
What? Sickness is not even gonna finish him. He's just gonna go
Sickness is in the smoke capping.
out. Oh,
Tablet out.
of course.
Tablet out.
And there he goes. Wait, you can cap him there? Oh, there.
No, he was scooting a little bit closer, but
Oh.
that nade. Oh, that was a flash. Okay. Prefontaine gets Zero up. 4 members of Blaze up.
Yeah.
Drunk coming out of the tunnel, not finding anybody.
Well, he got Zero.
Wow, these firefights. Verd's down Squigookin.
Birds.
Okay, we're gonna replay that one for sure.
Don't pick on Birds. He's my favorite.
Look at that. Teammate was in a great firefight defending the tunnel, and Verge just lobs a nade right into that smoke.
Check out Prefontaine here. Just
Chilling.
Hanging out.
Oh no, he's dead. Yeah, I'm not sure. You're not that skinny, man. That pipe does not protect you. Birds finds
protects some of
Raz.
us.
Brag onto Verd's position. Pretty good placement for that. Not just Verds versus Drunk Drummer.
Yeah, Yeah, a good spot.
He's pretty dark against that background.
Yeah, I mean it's a good spot. Just if he looks away.
I think he's gonna see the
Oh,
barrel.
there they
though.
go.
Wow. What was
Wow.
that?
What? That was what?
Well, Blaze take map number 3 and kind of stop the bleeding. 4-2 on map 3. Steel Team Bravo, however, taking the whole series 11-6.
Yeah, that's quite the scoreline for people anticipating that Blaze was gonna, it wasn't even a close vote. It was like 16-6 for voting. And that reminds me, people, you should vote. Enjoy all these new features that have been added to VR Master League.
Let's take a look real quick at the we don't have rankings yet this season because the first 3 matches aren't done yet. I don't think we have rankings yet. But let's take a look at last season's real quick and see where these 2 teams ended up. Steel Team Bravo coming in at 15th worldwide and Blaze at 8th. So a pretty good jump for Steel Team Bravo. That should net them a good amount of MMR. And yeah, I think that's it for us. Like Control said, there are many more matches tomorrow. Let's see which ones are casted.
Just SMC versus Dark Matter.
Yeah, it looks like that's the only one. So, I mean, you
And
have
all the
no
casters
excuse.
are playing or casting?
You have no excuse not to watch me play. That's all I'm saying.
Oh. Yeah, a lot of people have excuses. There's a lot of games.
Yeah, there are. There's a lot of games happening. And then there's a lot of games happening this weekend. We've got a couple of casts. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 casts over Saturday and Sunday. So a good amount of Onward for all you folks at home. And
Make sure you go for them. You know, there's still time for us to pick up those matches you really, really want to see.
And get those connoisseur points. I don't know what they do, but I know they're worth something.
I don't know, but the word connoisseur is cool.
Who was our connoisseur of the season last season? Who's the
Mr. Connoisseur.
top connoisseur for season 9?
I don't know.
It is Spoilty. 160 guesses and he was right 79% of the time. That doesn't seem right. Don Patron had 47 guesses and was right 85% of the time. I don't know. The math. Yep. The math. Percents and things. All right, well, that's it from the casting desk. I am your caster, Triple Nipple. I'm my co-host, ctrl.flirt.del, and we are getting out of here. See you all later.
Good night.